Hello everyone, this is the thejonnymar and welcome to a video special. In this particular video, I'm going to be taking on, as you can see, the champion Leon for Pokemon Sword. This is actually footage that I recorded quite a while ago, about 3 years ago. And I'm finally getting around to doing some post-commentary over it. I asked on Patreon whether people wanted to see Pokemon Sword, the final encounter here with Leon, or Pokemon, I don't remember if I had Pearl or Diamond, the remake. I believe it's Pearl. But I also recorded some footage a couple of years ago related to the final kind of refight with Cynthia, and so we'll be doing that one at some point in the future as well. So we are showing off the final battle here with Leon. I don't remember a ton about this game. It has been about 3 years, I believe, since I recorded it. I think it was back in 2022. And so, again, not 100% sure what his team is, or even what my team is. But as you can see, I do have the starter there, the Soccer Fire Bunny, Cinderace, and then we are taking on Aegis Slash, or Aegis Slash, or whatever its name is. So we're going to take quite a bit of damage there. I don't remember a ton about this particular overall battle. I do remember that I forgot one of Leon's Pokemon. And so when he gets to his second Pokemon from the end, when I was actually playing this game, I didn't remember what that Pokemon was, because I'm not a Pokemon expert. I played mostly Gen 1 and 2 for the most part. I do believe this next Pokemon is a dragon. So we should be able to take it on with a ice Pokemon. But when I played this, I tried to use a lot of the newer Pokemon. I'm not sure if they were unique for this particular generation or later generations. As I said, I played mostly Gen 1 and 2. That was the main generations I played. I never really played later generations until more recently. I have gone back and played Pokemon Fire Red and the remake of the second gen games as well. And I started to play Pokemon Emerald as well, but I only got a couple hours into that before I kind of gave up more recently. Kind of got Pokemon'd out. Oh man, that did a lot of damage. Hopefully we can take it out here with one hit, or else we're going to have to revive our poor little ice cream cup here. Alright, we took it out in one shot. That's good. But I've been playing through, again, some of them. I played Fire Red and then one of the remakes of Gen 2. I don't remember which one it was, the gold or the silver version. And then I started on Emerald, and then a couple years ago I also was playing through the Switch Pokemon games as well. I did beat Sword, and then I was also playing through Let's Go Eevee, and I beat that as well. And then I believe I started Violet, if that is the name of it, Scarlet and Violet, I believe. And I got about halfway through that before getting burned out again, and so stopped playing. And I'm not sure if I'll go back to that and actually play through it or not, or just wait until I get a Switch 2 eventually, because I've heard the performance is quite a bit better on the Switch 2 with that particular game. I do have the original Legends game as well. Haven't gotten the newest one, Z to A, but I probably will eventually. Oh man, what's this gonna do? Is it gonna hurt? No, our Steel Bird here is pretty powerful, has pretty good defenses. I always liked the Steel Flying type combination. I remember back in Gen 2 there was, I believe, Skarmory or something like that. And it was really not that good because its attack and special attack was like super low. And so it really just couldn't do much in terms of attacking. I mean, that's kind of Steel's MO, right? Is that it's higher in defense and special defense and lower in attack and special attack. I think that was kind of its original mantra. But I did want to try it out for this particular gen, and I found that the Corviknight here was actually pretty good overall for my flying type. Oh man, that almost beat me. Leon's using a lot of dragons. Oh, why couldn't you kill it? You're gonna make me waste more items here. Not that I don't have a ton of items. I came into this battle pretty well prepared. I didn't want to overlevel. So most of my Pokemon are not necessarily super high in level. I think they're in like the low to mid 60s. And then I do believe after this I did do the end game. I didn't get any of the DLC. I'm not sure if I ever will. I have watched other people play through the DLC, but I myself have not played it. Oh man, come on. Of course you had to paralyze me. Just to slow me down. I mean, I should be able to survive another attack, so let's see if we can actually get it through here. The problem will be is if it criticals or... Okay, now I have to get through the paralysis. Of course not. Paralysis is 100% when you need it to not work. It will always activate. So that's an interesting design on Leon's Pokemon there. It's got, I believe, little tiny dragons up on its head. I guess those are supposed to be like missiles. Although I don't think it actually ever shoots them. They definitely have done a lot more with dragons as the generations have gone on. Dragons were always very intriguing to me. Oh man, so low in the early generations, but there just were not good ones in the first few gens. Obviously you had the Dratini line, and then a few others once you got to Gen 2, but they really expanded it, added a lot more as they went on. Okay, I believe that's his third Pokemon defeated. Mr. Rhyme. Interesting. Alright, so Mr. Rhyme, I believe, is supposed to be... Is he Ice? Psychic? I don't remember exactly. So, I'm going to send out this Pokemon, because I believe it's Dark type, if I remember correctly. So that should nullify any Psychic attacks. And then I'm going to try, I think, to kind of bust through him here with Crunch. Of course he's going to use a Ice attack. And that was super effective for some reason. Ice is super effective against Dark? Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. Alright, well, we're going to switch over here to a different Pokemon. Obviously, we'll go with our Fire type. And hopefully it'll be faster and be able to take this out in one shot. I'm going to be saving my Dynamax for the final encounter. I do like the design of Cinderace. I think it's pretty cool that they made it into a soccer-style Pokemon. And I like how they made a lot of the attacks based around, you know, kicking elementals at the enemy. So I think this is the one I did not remember. So I was like, what is Inteleon? I had no idea. I didn't remember. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know what it is, so let's send out my Psychic type here. And then we'll figure it out. And then, of course, once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, it's the Water type. So I believe that was one of the other starters. And like I said, it's been a couple years since I played this, but isn't it? You pick a starter, and then your friend picks another starter, and then there's a third starter left over, and I think doesn't Leon take the third starter? And then that was Inteleon. So again, I wasn't sure of the typing here, and so I wasn't sure if it was actually going to defeat my Claydol. So I just sent in my Ice Pokemon here just to heal my other Pokemon. Because obviously, the correct answer here is Jolteon, right? Send Jolteon out, blast it, and hopefully kill it. The problem is if Jolteon is not strong enough, because Jolteon, of course, is super fast, but its special attack is not necessarily the greatest. Jolteon is my second favorite Pokemon ever, after Vulpix / Ninetales. Of course, you're going to use Tearful Eyes. What a silly maneuver. Also pretty powerful, lowering my attack and special attack. And it avoids the attack. Of course it does. But anyway, we need to continue to heal here. We need all of our Pokemon back to as full of health as possible, because obviously after this Pokemon, we still have his Charizard, which he is famous for, or infamous for, I guess. Although in this particular battle, this Pokemon is the one that ends up kicking my butt. I'm going to be using a lot of items, and luckily I have quite a few. This battle ends up taking way longer than it needs to. If I just would have remembered at the time that this was a water type, I just would have sent out Jolteon and destroyed it. But I think my logic was, even once I figured it out, I wanted to try to save Jolteon because I knew Jolteon was kind of my ace in the hole for Charizard. With Charizard being a flying type, and the fact that none of my other Pokemon are that fast, and so my fear was that when he Dynamaxed Charizard, oh, and down goes my little cups here of ice cream. Vanilla Lux, or whatever its name is. But my fear was that Charizard in Dynamax form would just be faster than everybody and just kill everybody. So again, I wanted to kind of try to keep Jolteon as healthy as possible as my finisher. But it ends up dragging on the battle much longer than it needs to go. So we're gonna revive. I don't know how many PPs Snipe Shot has, but we should be able to take a couple of those and then try to do some damage to it. See if Crunch works. Sure, it won't be critical here and knock him out. Close. That was actually really powerful. But unfortunately not powerful enough. Did not KO the Pokemon. So I remember enjoying Sword. Thought it was pretty good. Wasn't a huge fan of the, mystical legendaries in this particular gen. The two dogs, or whatever they are, wolves. The Sword and Shield Pokemon themselves. And then, of course, in the next gen, I did not like the special Pokemon at all. The bikes. Was not a huge fan. Wasn't a huge fan of the open world motif either for Violet and Scarlet. It's not really my style. I tend to prefer the more linear style of the older Pokemon games. I like to know where I'm supposed to go. And the exploration aspect just didn't seem that great in general. Simply because a lot of it just doesn't really take you anywhere in Scarlet and Violet. Oof. Hang in there, Jolteon. Please kill it. Please kill it. Please kill it. Okay. So, obviously the hope here is we Dynamax, and then Jolteon is faster than Charizard, and then he kills Charizard in one attack. Or she does. I don't remember if my Jolteon is a male or a female. It's a male, I think. I just saw the symbol. Alright, here we go. Leon's ace in the hole is Charizard. Alright, and we are, of course, going to Dynamax, and we are going to do Max Lightning. I don't know if 130 is going to be enough, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. It's not like we're just going to get completely destroyed if Jolteon doesn't kill it here. I like the look of the Dynamax Jolteon. Those clouds. What are you gonna do, Leon? You're totally not going to Dynamax / Gigantamax your Pokemon. That's not like that was the big gimmick of this generation. I think they brought it back, didn't they, in Z to A? Like I said, I haven't played that yet. Charizard looks horribly menacing with those fires kind of coming off of him. His flaming wings. But please kill it, please kill it! Oh, that's not good. It did not kill it. Oh, this might be a wipe. Max Rockfall. That's gonna hurt. Goodbye, Jolteon. Good thing this is not a permadeath run. Or a Nuzlocke. I did one of those recently in Gen 2, Pokemon Crystal, and I lost my Espeon during the final encounter with Red. It was very sad. I actually recorded that, I believe, and showed it off in a video special. But my hope is we have enough power here. I know that Cinderace is not going to be good type advantage, but speed-wise, I think he's faster. And so the hope is, or she, that we can get an attack in and actually kill it. Otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble. So Pyro Ball, let's finish it off, come on. And we did it! Yes! Charizard has been defeated. Woo! And we did it, we beat Pokemon Sword. We defeated Leon and we are now the Grand Champion. Take that, Leon. Not that you're a bad guy. And in my next video special, we're going to show off the rematch with Cynthia from Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, whichever one I ended up playing. See y'all next time. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.